Let's get into butternut becoming butternut.
That's for sure. This butternut's going to be turned into butternut because of Chef Clem. And I'm going to say that we're making this recipe especially for you, Kutle, because you absolutely deserve to look good and eat good at the same time, okay? Chef Clem, I'm going to try. It is the Butternut Girasoli. And this one especially is from people that have been making pastas since 1882. 1882? Excuse me? Well, the last time he did an Italian recipe, Zanele almost went up in flames. We have to have another look at this because honestly, that also caught me off guard.
Like you do this every day. You do this every day, so you're
Can I
fine.
do it or not?
No, you must.
Okay,
Come,
okay. Here we go. Are you ready, Mzansi?
Like a bit of a tip,
Okay.
and shake. We are professionals. We are professionals. Do not try this at home. Okay? Are you all right?
I'm fine. Yeah, goodness. It's one of those, don't try this at home, please, Chef
Okay.
Clem.
Also, what the viewers don't know, because the camera angle was pretty close. If the camera angle was wide, you would see how high that flame went. I was so worried, but I was ready. But I was so worried.
I'm just going to say, Zanele's rocking a bob today. Is there any correlation between these two things? Please tell us, Zanele. Are you okay, girl?
Carissa, I will not comment if me rocking a bob is in connection with that weave that you saw on that day. However, I'm traumatized all over again. And this is why earlier on, Carl, when you said to me, Zanele, you're next. You're going to step in the kitchen. I said, no. Do you see how dangerous it is? I'm fine. Right over here. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave it to you guys. And honestly, Chef Clem must stay there in Cape Town. Also, I'm scared, okay? But guys, I'm alive. That's what I can tell you. I'm alive.
And we're glad that you're still with us, please.
Thank you. Exactly. Also, let me also just note that I was a little bit sick that day. So, you know, that scream, it was from the sickness. Right. Perfect.
I'm sure.
It's now a good time to tell Zanele I'm going to be doing more segments in Joburg.
Well. You'll see Chef Clem soon.
Look at that.
Like, what do I have to do? Do I need
HR,
do I need to go for fire lessons? Sure, Chef Clem.
Now, you guys have to have a fire extinguisher just on the side,
We
just
do.
in case.
At all times, right over there. There we go. Okay, pasta.
Thank you, Zanele. Yes, we're getting into some girasoli. Did I say that right?
You did.
It's going to taste good regardless of how I say it. How do we make this? I know burrata is also involved.
Absolutely.
Tell me more.
So I'm going to go a little plant-based with the offering because I love that Woolies have plant-based filled pastas. But then I'm going to upset everyone and put some beautiful cheese on it at the end because I'm just going to show you variety.
Yes.
So let's do a little bit of a swap quickly.
Yes, please.
So like you said, made in Italy, Bertagni.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you hit the G when you pronounce it. They've been making it since 1882.
That's insane.
That is wild. I mean, like...
That's like BC.
Well, okay, we'll take it.
We'll go with it.
Also, the fact that they're using durum wheat, traditionally made the authentic Italian way.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely like mind blown. And then they come out with a plant-based offering. So
come on.
someone like Grant Hines, you know, he's covered. He's amazing. So like, let's talk about how we're gonna make it. Super simple. That's what I love about it. You don't need the scissors. But anyway, let's just go with the scissors.
Yeah.
Super simple. What you're gonna do is open it, get a pot of boiling water with a little bit of salt.
Okay. Gotta season our food.
You gotta season the food, season the water.
Yeah.
And what happens back in the day, people used to say when it starts floating to the top, it's done. That's kind of changed because they kind of float to the top already. How you can tell is you can see there's a more dense section in the middle.
Yeah.
Once that turns an even color matte, you're good. Then you're done. So if you want to speed up the process, pop a little lid on it, just slightly ajar to keep the heat inside the pot.
But butternut wouldn't go as long as, say, like a meat bolognese center inside the ravioli.
Well, it's already been cooked. The filling's been cooked for you. So all you're doing is you're cooking the pasta, which is a fresh pasta, and that cooks in about 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes even quicker.
I love this.
If you got your water on like a rapid boil, it'd be like a minute and a half.
Come on now.
So let's talk about some
peasy.
sauces.
Yes, please.
Okay. When it comes to pasta, the pasta is always supposed to be highlighted. But we as South Africans love saucy food.
We do.
So Woolies are coming through with the sauces as well. And this is my favorite. This is the olive the stir-fry sauce. Stir-through sauce, sorry. It is so intense. And the olives, if you're someone that doesn't like the intense flavor of olives, you're fine.
Okay.
the olives get mixed up in there and just add like another dimension to it. And this is all you need. So I've got olive oil in the pan, but if you're feeling a little different, what you can do is I add some butter to it. And then obviously we know that butter burns very quickly.
Yes.
So as I add the butter, I start getting some of that pasta water in, getting some of the girasoli in there, and then I add the pasta sauce. And the pasta water thickens the sauce and helps it bond to the pasta.
Of course. I personally feel like I'd eat this out the jar.
You could.
I
You could.
love an olive-based anything.
I mix this through softened butter and I make like a flavored butter that goes on a steak. I just do like this, base it over chicken.
Yum.
This sauce is an absolute go-to.
Game changer.
If you make a stew and it's lacking, I don't want to say personality. It's lacking. It's lacking
bit dull.
you know. This is what you add to your stew, and then it just adds that intense umami flavor from the tomatoes and from the olives. Because this takes quite a long time of cooking to get that flavor intensified.
Right.
Just add that
So it's
to your
quite
stew.
concentrated.
Add that to your stew.
So I was going to say it's a small jar, so that means you don't need the whole thing?
You don't
just
need
a
the
couple
whole thing,
spoons?
but if you want to add the whole thing,
You could.
Go for it. Go
Okay.
for it. Okay, so what's happening now is you can kind of
I
see
can tell.
that kind of like got like a more even color, and we're good. And it's kind of puffed
It's
up as
puffed
well.
out.
So what I'm going to do now is let's go with the sauce first. We can do this is a one-person job, but you know I'm always keen for a job that takes one person, but let's be three doing it. Okay, cool. So you're going to add a little bit of that sauce to.
What is a little bit? Like that? More?
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, cool. And I turned the heat off, but you know what? That's perfectly fine. So heat back on.
Oh, that smells divine.
And the reason I don't know why I've got 2 spoons in my hand. The reason I add the pasta sauce to the olive oil when it's cold, right? You see how the oil's starting to take that color?
Yes.
So fat carries flavor. So if you season this olive oil, you need even less of that because the olive oil is not taking all that flavor is going to carry through the pasta. So, okay, it's starting to bubble, starting to color. You can see that color coming through.
Oh, I can even see pieces of olive in there.
There we go. And it's so small, like it's not going to be a giant chunk of olive.
Yes.
It's just like it's a whisper in the background. Don't worry, there will be no fire today. There will be no fire. Okay.
See how I step back?
You know.
Okay.
Here we got the pasta, and don't worry, some of that pasta water is good.
And you said that thickens the sauce as well.
Right. It helps the sauce. It thickens the sauce slightly, and
Yeah.
helps the sauce stick to the pasta that you're busy cooking.
So far, this is still a vegan dish.
It is. It is. Do you want to go through some of the other options we have on display today?
I would love to, because I did see something with beef in it. Beef bolognese ravioli.
Beef bolognese. Yep, absolutely.
Delicious.
And then we've also got the 5 cheese, and then we've got the
that
spinach
caught
and
my
ricotta.
attention.
The 5 cheese for me, absolutely amazing. Well, all of them are.
Yeah.
The bolognese for me also is an absolute go-to. When I travel, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like hotel food that much. Okay.
are you
I'm
serious?
Look, we're all about sharing the truth.
Yeah.
I don't like hotel food that much, and that causes me to get homesick very quickly if I'm away for a long time. So
Do you pack in your own food in your bag?
Yes. I'm going to
you
give away
do
my
not.
secret. I'm going to give away my secret. So what I do is when I stop at the airport, I go straight to Woolies and I get my essentials. I'm being dead serious, okay? So I'll get the pasta sauce,
Yeah.
whatever that I need, because I know how to hack that in the microwave as well. And if they tell me, sorry, that there's no microwave in the room and you can't use their microwave downstairs, I say I'm allergic to everything. And then they go, please use our
Please go
microwave.
ahead.
Now I'm giving my secret away. But the truth is, it's amazing how food can make you homesick.
Absolutely.
Not having the food that you want makes you homesick. So I go to Woolies straight away, and there are essentials that I buy, especially when I know I'm away for a while.
Yeah.
And I want to eat right, I want to feel good, and I want to like be
You want that
connected
taste
to home.
of home as well.
Exactly.
All right, what are we doing over here, Clem? This
So we got
is
some capers. What's quite nice
mozzarella.
is capers again give you a little bit of that umami flavor. Chop it up if you want, because it's got quite an intense flavor. And then we've also got some burrata. So
Yeah.
we got burrata.
We've got this is mozzarella.
Bocconcini. We got bocconcini, which is lovely. So
Okay.
the smaller balls. So let me dish up for you.
Yes, please. We have no time left. I assume this just gets
We have no time. Is it me? Am I talking too much? Okay,
We
cool.
love you talking, but let's move on.
Okay, pasta. Pasta. Get some bocconcini on there.
This
Again,
just gets torn on top, right?
you know what? And you tear it on top. I like to actually serve it like in a beautiful bowl and let the guests kind of tear their own
Wow.
bocconcini over it. And yeah, a little bit
I've
olive
never
oil,
torn
salt,
cheese
pepper.
before.
I love tearing cheese. I love tearing bread and tearing cheese. It's kind of like, it feels like a ritual.
These are the biggest capers I've ever seen in my
Yo,
life.
they are some big capers. Chop it up, chop it up. A little bit of pepper. And the thing is, and the truth is, we made this in real time. We started from scratch. I think we took some extra time, but like you can make this in under 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
And everybody's going to be happy.
Wow. Well, I definitely want to dive right into this, but visit the Italian hub on woolworths.co.za for more Italian recipes. And I'm telling you, this one is worth your time. Vegetarian, vegan, we got you covered. You got to shop authentic Italian products at Woolies. It's the only place you can, of course, go in-store, online, or on the app. Chef Clem, well done.
It's hot.
I burned my tongue.